All right, good morning everybody. This video is going to be exciting. We are trying to hit almost all the national parks in Utah. So this is going to be a quick, busy episode. We have no idea what is going to take place. Now, time-lapse camera. You will come along with us. Here is the proposed route that we have at this moment in time. This is the plan. So today we are leaving. Oh my God, check. Oh, you can't see it, the clouds. Anyways, we're leaving this gorgeous campsite. Highly recommend, great data speed, everything. But we are going to Moab. So let's get on the road. We made it to Moab. We seem to have the last spot in this possible, we have the last spot in this RV place. They gave us an overflow site, so let's get hooked up. Just doing some site inspection. I think we're good. This is awesome. This is great. This is going to be awesome. It's going to be a great trip. All right, now to get unhooked and the rest of this trip going. All right, so we have made an embarrassment of ourselves in trying to park the RV who knows how many times today. But I think it's in a good spot now. And then now we are on our way to Canyonland. We're going to do a little sunset tour of it. We're only here for 2 more full days, so we're going to try and see some of Canyonland. Tonight, Canyon. Sounds like Candyland, but it's not. We're in Canyonland tonight. Canyonlands. So that'll be exciting. And then that way it gives us a full day to do whatever else we want to do in Canyonlands. And then we have another full day to do Arches. I just think it's going to be busy. So I want to see as much of this gorgeous place as we can in our tour of Utah kind of thing. All right, first is to find some fuel. Again. Okay, so we had to book it here. It is 6:30, sun goes down at like 6:43, and we just kind of made it to the entrance of Canyonlands Park, and oh, it's gorgeous. Okay, all right, so let's get you repositioned here. So we actually got off the road. That road is stunning and gorgeous, but you need to be ready for that one. And we, technically, totally prepared. Mentally, not so much. So this is the road right when you get off the visitor center. You hang a left, and it requires 4-wheel drive. We got probably only a mile in, and you'd be totally okay in 2-wheel drive. as long as it's dry. But there are cliffs right there. So, wow. So, oh my gosh, let's go look at that road though. So the road literally wraps into this canyon and wraps around the top of that. So when you go on the edge, it's just boom, a full drop off. But I mean, okay, dearie, I'm sorry. I didn't know that was going to be so stressful.
It's okay.
It was very stressful. Like, I'm with you. That was worse than Trail Ridge Road.
That was worse than Trail Ridge.
That was exciting. All right. Let's go see if we can see maybe the visitor center, if there's something exciting there.
I think we can come back to a visitor center tomorrow.
Okay, because this is the only time we're going to be in the...
There's no sense in going to a visitor center if they're closed.
Okay. All right. All right. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Against better judgment, I probably would say. We ran over to the visitor center. It is 6:57, so the sun has officially gone down. But just wanted to see what it is since we're not going to make it back to this section of the park. Wanted to see what we could see. And oh, right across from the visitor center, check it out.
Yeah, come here. A priority for the national park.
So if you want to go on that trail, it is called the White Rim Trail, that one we were just on. And that one is literally right below us, circling this canyon. Oh, man, you want to just test your relationship, you try that one. Okay, it is freezing cold. Let's go back and eat, everybody. Come on. All right, so good morning. It is the next day. Yes, and I know. We are on our way back to Canyonlands. Today we're going to go to the Needle District and do the Junior Ranger program and do some more exploring. We should have a lot more time today to do that. So let's see. All right, it's about an hour from where we're staying. We're at the OK RV Park. Not bad, pretty cheap, which has been pretty nice. So it's an hour away. We got to get on the road and get there. You guys ready? All right, let's get going. I'm such a big fan of the Junior Ranger programs because they teach, I guess not only the kids really, what is going on in the gorgeous place you're at. So since we're at Canyonlands, they were talking about rock layers, talking about all the different things you're going to encounter. So then, when you go on a little hike like this, the kids actually understand what they're looking at, and it's not just mom and dad saying, oh, look how pretty it is. So, big fan. The Junior Ranger programs, if you haven't done those. That's also how we supplement a lot of the homeschooling for like geography and geology. A lot of the sciences can come from these. And if you get here and you do like the Ranger programs right, even you'll learn stuff. It'll be like back at school. All right, right now we are doing the pothole, small like half-mile little walk. Pretty neat. Let's go see what we can find. This has been a pretty good day. Oh man, look at this cave. This little adventure just keeps going. Alright, now that you can see me, this has been great. Canyonlands. I hadn't heard of it before. We kind of started this journey. This has been great. I'd heard of arches, you'd heard of all the others. Oh, now there's a ladder. This just keeps getting better. Keep going, Kenzer. Chris, you can start up
I
there.
got you. I face my fears, you can face yours.
It's just a big ladder.
It's just a shaky ladder. That's all it is.
It's inspected by the Park Service like every 50 years, so it'll be
Just
fine.
keep coming. I'm right behind you. I got you.
Alright. Oh. Guys, this might be the perfect time to have done this hike. I don't know which way to look. Alright, this is where we're going to leave you today. Taking you as far along as we can. We are staying about an hour and a half away from, this is the south entrance to the Needles Canyonlands kind of section. So as soon as that sun goes down, we're hightailing it back to Moab. Alright guys, enjoy the sunset, and we'll see you in the morning. Good morning, everybody. All right, we are taking a morning drive to the Arches to do junior ranger stuff, get a good plan for the day. We'll go from there. So, as you just saw the north and southern arch. Those things are pretty gorgeous, very easy hike, super fun today. Gonna do a couple more arches, I think, during the daytime, and then we're gonna come back this evening. Ooh, it's gonna be greatness. And now we're at the double arch. So real quick, let's talk about some tips if you're coming to Utah and you're going to come visit the parks that we're doing on this trip. We are doing this trip in October, and it's actually one of the busiest times for these desert parks. I don't recommend also coming in the summer because it's like 110 and you're going to die. So the fall, winter, spring are typically the best times to go. Just be aware of holidays because these parks are going to get slammed. Again, we're here middle of the school year, middle of the week, and it is still busy. So just be prepared for that when you get here. All right, so I just couldn't resist the view. We have made it back. We have left and then come back, and now we're here. So for this particular exploration, we are doing a short little upper view, I think is what they call it, of the Delicate Arch. It's definitely the one you're probably thinking of when you think of the Arches National Park. Okay, a little stressed. It is very close to sundown, and we are already losing light. As you can see, the sun's that way. And we have like a mile to walk until we get to where we're trying to go. Come on, Kenzie, stay with us. Let's see if we can make it. sun is almost down. Still can't see this arch. We're gonna stay focused. Okay, I see it. I think we're gonna make it. It would be better in the sunrise now that I'm here. Because the sunset goes behind the rock and it's on the same side as the rock. Whatever. We made it. Okay. It's right there. I don't know if you can see it.
I think in front of it it's so below. That arch right there.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's like all right here. And then you see like the sun just hitting the top of those mountains. All right. So you can kind of see it right there. Right there. I'd say we're off by an hour of light from what we needed. I didn't realize it was going to be behind a ridge. Still a great shot. Good hike too. It was easy, but anybody could do it. This concludes our time at Arches. And yeah, you could definitely spend more time here, but we've got a schedule to keep up, people. We've got Mesa Verde to go next. We've got other places to be. All right. Thank you all from us today. We'll see you on the road tomorrow. All right, we have made it to Mesa Verde. We'll see what we do.
Come on now, come on, won't you come with me? Time to let it go and be free. Won't you come and breathe the open skies? Come now, come listen to the melody. Slow it down, put yourself at ease. Time to live it light. Get away from the do's and don'ts. Get away, don't let it close. Loco, loco, paraíso. Come and swim through the loco paraíso. Under the lazy evening sun. Paraíso, come and swim through the loco paraíso. Under the lazy evening sun. Come live a little bit of what you dream. Don't get stuck in what you cannot be. About time you drop that fight. When the heat be rising, we still gliding. Nothing's gonna change how we feel. It's a wondrous ride. Get away from the do's and don'ts. Get away, don't let it close.
All right, so we've had a lot of fun here at Mesa Verde. I actually found out when I told my parents we were here, this is the first national park I was ever at. I was like 1 and walking and doing some of the hikes here. So I've always loved this park. I'm so excited to take my clan kind of to this park for their first time. The only kind of disappointing thing is a lot of the cliff dwellings are closed. Like you usually can hike through them. You can usually hike through them, but with it being winter and it being closed, you can only kind of get at a good distance. So that's okay. You can still see the amazing sights, still learn a lot of the history of the Pueblo people here, and it's just been a blast. A couple more things to see here, and then we're done with this park today. Then on to the next adventure.
Under
Welcome to day 6 of our drive across Utah. We are heading towards the Four Corners Monument that connects Colorado, Utah, Arizona, and New Mexico together. Let's see what we can find on our way there. Well, there we go. We're here. We're at Monument Valley. I mean, like, I'm not sure. We're not going to stop for hiking. We've got other things to do this week, but this place is gorgeous. I mean, you've seen it in movies, and you can, oh my gosh, being here, you can understand why.
So I'm going to try and be the wife that's totally into the
I
vlog.
appreciate that.
Monument Valley was amazing. Quick tip that if you are stopping for your on-the-road shot, like you see on Instagram, start really far away. Kind of one of the first couple of pullouts, because you get pretty close pretty quickly. But other than that,
If you can, I know it's hard to always travel the right direction, but you want to come in from the north side, because coming over the mountain is when you'll start seeing Monument Valley, and then we're coming in from the south. You kind of come through it, and then you end up. Either way, you can get the shot, but I think if you can get the preference, come in from the north. There's a better wow factor. You know?
all right.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just our luck or what. We've literally had to wait in these little traffic little stop things. I don't know. Chris, what would you say? Like 4 times this week?
It's been more than what I would.
And one was like for an hour. Like it was a beating.
a truck right there?
Yeah, hopefully that's the pilot truck. Or pilot car.
Pilot car.
But yeah, like we keep getting stuck in these, and then there's like nothing you can do. There's no other road around it or anything else. Alright, maybe this is our guy.
This is our guy.
This is our guy.
We'll move.
Turn the camera off because I didn't think it was going to be this long of just waiting for cars to pass. They just keep going and going and going.
Woo!
Oh! See the last one.
Hey.
Follow me.
Hello.
Wave at him. Thank you. Here we go. All right, back to the road. So, good morning. So, I'm not sure staying inside a closed up RV is my favorite thing, but for a free kind of quick stop, it wasn't so bad. But I think at this point the problem is our campground is like 10 minutes from here, so there's not really anywhere we want to go, so we're just kind of hanging out today. All of my electronics have died, so I can't work anymore. We've gone grocery shopping. We've been fairly efficient. I pulled the spare tire off because it was dangling. We were having an issue with that yesterday. But yeah, I think for the most part. You know what? I did want to show you guys what this particular. So we're in a 2019 Fusion 424. This is what it looks like all closed up. So this is the main door. You can get in because you can't use the porch obviously to access it. Ken's just playing Legos there at the moment, and the cat goes in that during drive day. You can access the main space with the slides in. So that is the kitchen slide in, and then you can just kind of squeeze through there. And then you can see this is the couch slide. This area right between the couch and the island gets really tight, and it's kind of really hard to walk through. So that's kind of where you can stop, but you can eat there for lunch. We do that quite frequently. And the rest of the space overall is accessible. Like you can see, I can reach everything in the kitchen. All of these open, even these will all open. So you can easily cook in here. You can do everything you need. The bathroom in the garage is obviously easily accessible. The boys they're able to slip in and out of their room and go use that bathroom, so we don't have to pull the slide out for them to get up there. That's kind of nice. I don't know if that was our bedroom, if we'd be able to do that still, but they don't have any problems with it. So, anywho, this is what this RV looks like when it's all closed up.
On my way down memory lane, you and me long time ago, and we were teens with tremendous dreams, always playing king and queen. We had set our minds to leave, face the world on wheels, cross the borders of Morocco, take a journey to Dubai, fight the pirates stuck in Disneyland Paris, take a swim in salty water, drinking stars and holy sun, and then we cross America.
Guess what time it is?
Sticker time.
Sticker
time. All right. So, this has been a very busy route, but we have a new state. Kenzer, do you remember the name of the state we need to add? Keegan, I know you know it.
No,
not yet.
quite.
No,
No.
we did drive through that one. No. There you go.
Yes.
Now, do you remember the name of that state?
Starts with an A.
Arizona.
Arizona.
Ding, 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 ding,
Arizona.
ding. All right, so let's find it on the sticker map.
Right here.
Awesome.
There we go. All right.
Can't stop, can't.
And to prove
Yay.
Here
we go.
And to prove we've been to all 4 states, we visited the 4 corners.
We
We
did.
did.
We went right
did.
there.
They all saw that already.
1, 2,
All right, so our
3,
next
4.
state, that's right, our next state is going to be
Nevada.
Nevada.
Yeah, we hit that at the end of this vlog, everybody.
Yeah, baby. Nevada, Unana.
All right, I did not pick up the camera yesterday. Yesterday we had all kind of hit our limits. We were tired, all a little cranky. We did end up making it from the Walmart to another campground, and that campground was actually gorgeous. It was like set into these sand dune, petrified sand dune things. It was really pretty, but we all just were kind of over each other. This week has been a lot for us. We don't travel this way. We travel typically 4 to 6 hours a Sunday, driving-wise, and stay somewhere for a week. That allows us to work, relax, do a little bit of exploring, and then we move on. We're doing the trip this way specifically because there's a lot of ground to cover. There's a lot of national parks. I was concerned about service through all of these, so I ended up taking off work this week just to knock them out, just to try and crush the route. And well, although we're hitting our timelines and everything's going okay, it is exhausting. It's expensive, it's exhausting, and we're all just kind of out of sorts, even though we're home, and it's just a lot. The setup is a lot. The teardown's a lot. It's a lot. So I didn't record yesterday because we weren't feeling it, and there's no stress here. Now we have made it to, I'm not even sure where the town is called, but we're Glendale. It's a little dot in the middle of nowhere, but it's perfectly placed an hour between Zion and Bryce Canyon National Park. So we're going to stay here for 3 nights, and I don't know. I don't know if we're going to do anything tonight. I don't know if we're just going to wait till tomorrow. But basically the idea is we have 2 days to do the 2 parks, and then we are finally done with this saga. And at the end of the weekend, we will move to our final destination. So, sorry for not recording yesterday, but we're going to get this vlog back on track. We're going to hook. We're going to hang out tonight. We are all set up, I think, in this spot for now. And, yeah. And then let's go see some more national parks. We got 2 more left for this vlog. And then we're off to the races. Okay, it is a bit of a hot mess here in the Murphy household. We are trying to get going. You ready?
Yeah.
To Bryce Canyon today. Not sure really what to expect. We know it is a smaller park. So we didn't do like a get out early, expect to stay all day there. We really like going like afternoon, and I love staying for sunset. That's always our goal. I think you get the best pictures then. So that is the plan, just to kind of have a nice relaxing afternoon there. It's about an hour from our current campground, which is lovely, by the way. Look at this place. Let's let the camera adjust, but well, let's see. You can kind of see it better there. Just everything is like these golden color leaves, and there's leaves all over the ground. It is gorgeous. All right, let's get to Bryce. Come on, dearie.
So somebody posted yesterday on one of the full-time groups, and they are at Zion. They're camping just outside of Zion. No, they're camping in one of the Zion campgrounds, and they carved pumpkins and put it out. They forgot to bring it back in, and they're like, oh no. Like a deer or something got a hold of it that has holes in like the sides. So like they're very simple, very basic, you know, pumpkin carving has turned into like a zombie carving because
a deer zombie,
like something got a hold of it.
Oh, that's terrible.
You and I, we're trouble inside. Beating hearts don't lie. An empty page, a story to write. I'm in love, you're divine, and it's all in our signs. We're going away. Get your bag, check the tag. Decision is made. Lock your door, need no more. It's already paid. Cancel your mail for a while. It's a journey for life, and I'm your ride. Hang on.
So I give Kristen a hard time about the heights here, but I mean, my mom would be the same way. A lot of the turnoffs are like this. Get the microphone out of my face. Where it's not necessarily a drop off and there's a nice kind of fence, but for anybody with a slight fear of heights, I would say be prepared. I'd say this whole trip has kind of been like that. Wouldn't you say, Keegan?
Yeah.
There's kind of cliffs everywhere we've gone, isn't there?
Yeah.
So just be prepared for it.
Decision is made. Lock your door, need no more. It's already paid. Cancel your mail for a while. It's a journey for life, and I'm your ride. Hang on. We'll be long gone. Hang on. I cannot go
All right, so we are doing our last little part of our adventure here at Bryce Canyon. The goal right now is to go to the main amphitheater. That's what it's called, right?
Yeah, the
The main one you see in all the Instagram posts.
Bryce Amphitheater.
Bryce Amphitheater. We're going to try and do like a early sunset shot. We'll see. The sun is actually going to be setting behind us, so we'll see what the picture turns out. It looks like if you want to get the sun in the pictures, you have to go at sunrise, which would be hard to do because it's like an hour from everything. That
Unless
would be
you're
the plan.
camping nearby.
Or here, I guess, if you come in the summer. All right, well, a little half-mile walk. We should be to Sunrise Point. See what we can find. All right, so I'm a little disappointed because I think we're about an hour late. The canyon is so tall, and then they drop down so low. We needed about another hour, so go an hour before sundown. That being said, this is still a gorgeous location. It wasn't a bad time, but none of the sun was hitting the spires just right. So if you're trying to get a shot like that, you're gonna have to come a ways before sundown just because the sun drops so quickly in that canyon and you're just left with shadows. You've seen the shots I get. So we're still about a half hour before sundown, so come maybe even 90 minutes to just kind of watch it and track it if that's what you're coming for. All right, we are done here at Bryce Canyon. We will pick up again tomorrow when we're going to Zion. So we will see you then. Bye guys. Oof. So we didn't make it to Zion. I was really upset about it when I found out, and I've kind of calmed off since then, so I'm willing to talk about it now. But basically, we are staying in Glendale, Utah. Gorgeous place, and it's about an hour away from the entrance of Bryce Canyon and an hour away from the east entrance of Zion. Problem is the east entrance of Zion is not accessible basically to us via our travel method. So we typically will camp somewhere and make it like a home base and then drive around. Our dually will not fit through the tunnel at Zion. That was one reason. The other reason is I'm not sure you can enter through the east entrance with the bus system. We found out about the bus system kind of late into the plans, so it would have been a 2-hour drive just to the entrance of Zion because you have to drive all the way around the park, then deal with the buses all day, and then a 2-hour drive back. We just didn't feel it was worth the stress. Plus, I know I'm going to come back when the kids are a little older so we can do Angel's Landing and other stuff. So it was a hard decision, and I was really disappointed because I really wanted to hit that park, this loop. But based on where we had stayed, and since we just figured out kind of that limitation, we just decided to do, well, relatively nothing today. And it's been quite relaxing, which is good. We're going to have a very busy work week next week, so having a day off is kind of nice. But it's a big disappointment. I didn't want to just leave it out of the vlog. I thought it was important to share where we are. So if you're trying to do Zion, either try to stay in Springdale or near Springdale. That's where you're going to have to do the entrance. Maybe if you have a small tow car and not like a big truck, you'll be able to fit through the tunnel. I don't know. We haven't figured out that yet, so I don't want to leave you stranded here. But we're probably going to end the vlog here. I do have a couple of just thoughts. I would say if you're going to try and do this trip the way we've done it, we've had a lot of fun. It's taken us, we left on a Friday, and today is Sunday, so it's been, I guess, what is that now? That's 9 days, and really I built in 10 days to get to Vegas. So we were starting in Salt Lake City, and then kind of, or Provo, and then going into Salt Lake City, and that was the route. I do recommend it. This trip has been awesome. Right now it is end of October, so it's been cool. I'm about to put a jacket on, and I think it's going to be about 19 degrees here tonight. So it's going to be cold, but it's been a good time. The parks haven't been too busy. You're not too hot. It's easy to do everything. The only complaint I have was Mesa Verde had some things closed on I think they closed everything like October 19th, so we missed it by a couple of days. And it would have been great to do some of those tours. So just keep that in mind if you're planning a trip like this. Overall, it's been pretty easy. There weren't that many places to eat out, which is why you didn't see any here. We didn't even attempt it in any place. So we packed up our full fridge, full pantry, and everything to eat in the house, on the road, whatever you want to call it, the whole time. And for us, with some dietary restrictions, that just made it a little less stressful. But there would be some places to eat, but keep that in mind too. And also the gas stations were far and few between. So I would say we filled up, we have a 30-gallon tank in our diesel truck. We get about 8 miles to the gallon. We didn't have any issues, but I would get to about a third of a tank, and sometimes even half a tank, and I would know, like going into Monument Valley, there wasn't much fuel options. We would fill up to make sure we could get the distance. We do have some modifications we'd like to make, like adding an auxiliary tank, but I don't think you need to do it. We don't have it, and we did it just fine. Just kind of plan ahead for that. Alright guys, so thank you so much for joining us on this vlog, on this journey throughout kind of the southern part of Utah. It has been a ton of fun while we've been here. I'm just sorry we missed kind of that last piece, but I hope you subscribe. I hope you hang out with us. We have more videos to come. A lot more on how to do some RVing instead of this travel stuff. We do like these travel vlogs, but we're trying to get into more helpful videos on people trying to learn to get on the road, or people that have been on the road with new tips and tricks. So subscribe if you're interested in any of that stuff. And until then, we'll see you guys on the road. Bye.